Welcome to Autofun. We want to share with you the top 10 extinct animals that have disappeared forever. The ones we'll be talking about today are not only interesting, but will teach you a thing or two about how the world has changed over time. In this video, we are going to show you the top 10 extinct animals that have been lost from our planet and tell you a little about why they are gone. Dodo. The dodo is a flightless bird species that were native to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius. This species became extinct around 1662 and no one knows exactly why. Some believe that Dutch sailors landed on their island and slaughter them wide-scale for food. Others think the pigs they brought with them from South Africa killed and ate the chicks of the dodo. Whatever the reason, we know that they are gone, but their name lives on as a colloquial term for something stupid or silly. Passenger pigeon. The passenger pigeon was an unbelievably abundant species of pigeon that was migrated in huge flocks across most of North America. It has been estimated that they made up to 40% of the total number of birds living in the USA during their prime, and they were so many that even professional hunters could not make a dent in their population. However, they were slaughtered in their thousands when people discovered that they make exceptional eating. The last known passenger pigeon, Martha, died alone in the Cincinnati Zoo in 1914. Quagga. The quagga was a subspecies of zebra that once roamed across South Africa but was wiped out due to the hunting and crossbreeding with wild horses. It was more resistant to disease than other zebra species and therefore easier to capture, which led hunters to slaughter them in their thousands for meat, skins, and trophies. Golden toad. The golden toad was once found in the mountainous regions of Costa Rica, and its bright coloration made it stand out among other amphibians living in the region. It lived on land that had water running through it year-round, making for a moist breeding ground that allowed its population to flourish for many years. Unfortunately, something happened to the environment around 1989, and the golden toad was never seen again. 6. Pyrenean ibex. The Pyrenean ibex was a species of wild goats that lived in the Pyrenees Mountains between France and Spain. Unlike other goats, this one had short horns that turned inward towards each other at the tips. It's believed that overhunting caused their numbers to go down. History has it that a concrete barrier was put in place across a mountain pass, so they would travel through to get from one side of the mountain to the other, unaware that there was no longer a way over. All of the goats who tried to jump and make it died when they landed on the rocks below. 5. Steller sea cow. The Steller sea cow was a large, slow-moving marine mammal that lived off the coast of northeastern Siberia. It had two small forelimbs and resembled its distant cousin, the dugong. They were hunted for their meat, which made them go extinct in just 27 years after being discovered by Europeans. Great auk. The great auk was a flightless bird that lived in the North Atlantic and northern parts of Europe. These birds nest on small rocky islands near Greenland and Iceland, as well as other island locations in Canada, Newfoundland, New England, and European coast. They were hunted for their feathers, which were used to make hats all over Europe, but more so for their meat. The last pair were killed in Iceland in 1844, which shows how unsustainable their hunting was. Thylacine. The thylacine was a marsupial that looked like a large dog with stripes across its back. It lived in Australia, where it would hunt down live prey and scavenged for carrion by night. Unfortunately, they were hunted due to their habit of taking sheep from the farmlands, which led to their extinction in Tasmania within a few decades. The last known thylacine died in a zoo in 1936. Tasmanian tiger. The Tasmanian tiger was a carnivorous marsupial that lived in Australia. It hunted small mammals and birds, but despite its hard-to-pronounce name, it is unrelated to the tiger. They were hunted due to their threat to sheep farms, while some people believed they could be carriers of diseases like rabies, which led to their extinction in the wild around 1936. And the last of this species died in a zoo in Tasmania. Elephant bird. The elephant bird was an enormous flightless bird that lived in Madagascar up until the 17th century, when humans arrived with all kinds of new technology to hunt with, which led to them going extinct. The larger ones were hunted for their meat, and the smaller ones for their eggshells, which were strong enough to store water and even food. There have been numerous species of animals that went extinct due to hunting, and it will keep happening as long as people kill for sport. Larger animals like elephants and rhinos are still at risk because people will do unspeakable things to get their tusks and hunts. We can only hope to find a way to live with these animals and protect them so they don't share the same fate as the ones we've mentioned. We hope you learned something new from this video. If so, subscribe to our channel right now and click on the like button too. Over to you. What do you think about the extinction of this species? Do you think there are ways in which they could have been preserved? Let us know by leaving a comment down below.